My clients just closed on this great house hack deal in Van Nuys. And in this video, we're gonna look at the house, we're gonna talk about why it's a great house hack, and then we're gonna dig into the numbers together. I'm Jon Schwartz, Los Angeles investor, house hacker, and realtor, and this is Investment Property Nerd. Let's take a look. So this house features 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, a recently renovated kitchen, a nice airy living room, and my favorite feature is this. Completely cosmetic wall damage. And there's kind of a lot of it in this house. It's super easy to fix, but it scares away your average buyer. Their loss, our gain. Let's check out the backyard. So this is the backyard, which I love because it's a big blank slate, except for these 2 mature fruit trees, and you can't buy features like this. Now, the ADU has a private entrance from the front, but we're gonna go around this way so that you can see the ADU's private backyard. This is a great feature for when we advertise the ADU for rent. Now let's go check out the ADU. And this is the ADU. It's a 300 square foot studio apartment, and check out the height of these ceilings. These ceilings are gonna allow us to get top dollar when we list this ADU for rent. But the house hack doesn't end there. So this is the home's garage, and this is where I got really excited when we first toured the home. This garage is perfect for adding square footage. The garage already has water, gas, and electric because the washer and dryer used to be right here. And more importantly, there's a foundation wall along the perimeter of the garage, which means that this garage is ready for construction. So this home is a great house hack for 2 reasons. One, that ADU should bring in about $1,500 per month in rental income to offset the cost of the mortgage. And 2, there's hidden equity in the garage. This home is going to grow with my clients, a young couple who plan to have a kid in the next couple of years. Before then, they plan to renovate the garage to add a bedroom, bathroom, and laundry room to the house. Now, because the garage is so construction ready, I would estimate that that project might cost $50,000. But looking at the price per square foot of single-family homes in this neighborhood, it should add equity to the property to the tune of $140,000. Now that's building equity. Now let's go back to Investment Property Nerd HQ and take a look at the numbers together. All right, so now that we're back at HQ, let's open up our house hack calculator and see how the numbers look on this Van Nuys house hack. And remember, you can grab a copy of my house hack calculator at investmentpropertynerd.com/house hack. So, under property information, I'm withholding the address for the sake of my client's privacy, and this is a single family residence plus ADU. Now remember, the main house is a 2-bed, 1-bath currently, but the garage is going to be renovated into an additional bedroom, bathroom, and laundry room. This means that my clients will have a 3-bed, 2-bath house to rent when they eventually move out. So we're listing the house as a 3-2 and the ADU as a studio, i.e. 0 beds, 1 bath. Because we bought the property vacant, we enter the same number for current rents and market rents. And I find market rents by going to rentometer.com and looking at the median rent numbers. Median rent means that half of the nearby units rent for more and half rent for less. So median rent is a solid rental assumption to use in your underwriting, though frankly, because of its high ceilings and private backyard, I think the ADU will rent for more than this. But let's be conservative. All right, on to purchase information. The purchase price was $720,000, which was a little above asking, but I encouraged my clients to accept this price because of the neighborhood comps. Now, we didn't have any comps with ADUs in the neighborhood, but doing a quick analysis, I found that the average sales price for a normal 2-bedroom home was just under $650,000. So one way to look at this purchase is as a house for $650,000, the neighborhood average, plus an ADU for $70,000, bringing the total price to $720,000. Is that ADU worth $70,000? Absolutely. You're buying it for less than replacement cost, and it's going to generate $18,000 of income per year. Absolutely worth $70,000, especially when financed. My clients put 10% down and got a killer interest rate of 2.69%. I have to go off script here for a second just to say, interest rates are so low, guys. You really should take advantage of this. No upfront mortgage insurance because this is not an FHA loan. We negotiated a $2,000 credit during the inspection period, so actual closing costs came out to $9,297.76, or 1.3% of the purchase price. It's good to estimate 2% when you're underwriting, but here we're using the actual. And lastly, we're going to enter a renovation budget of $50,000 for the garage conversion. My clients aren't planning on executing this right away, but we're going to include it in the analysis as though it's happening now. That would bring the entire cash investment to just over $131,000. All right, let's talk about forced equity. Forced equity is forced whenever you improve a property such that its change in value is greater than your investment in the improvement. For example, wooden decks are great for forced equity. A wooden deck might cost $5,000 to build, but add $10,000 to the value of the property. In that example, you would have created $5,000 of forced equity in the property. So in this case, the purchase price is $720,000 and the reno budget is $50,000. We ascertain the value of the home after the renovation by taking the number of square feet we're adding to the living space of the home and multiplying that by the average price per square foot of homes in the neighborhood. In this case, the garage is 18 feet 8 inches by 15 feet, or 280 square feet. A look at all recent sales in the neighborhood shows that the average price per square foot is $498.66. Multiply these together, and the value of the garage space after it's converted into living space for the home is just under $140,000. Add that to the current value of $720,000, and you get a post-renovation value, or after repair value, ARV, of $860,000. So, to recap, a $50,000 renovation creates $140,000 of value. The net is $90,000 of forced equity. I love it. Let's go to the rental pro forma. We're underwriting $1,500 per month of income from the ADU and about $3,900 of expenses. The mortgage payment, taxes, insurance, and mortgage insurance premium you see here are my client's actual expenses for these categories. For utilities, I'm underwriting $60 per month to pay for the tenant's electricity and water, but my clients are actually doing something very smart. They're going to cover their tenant's utilities, including internet, for a flat $100 per month. Here's why that's genius. Number one, that little studio is not going to generate $100 per month in utility costs. No way. And my clients will get to pocket the difference. Two, not only can they share their internet connection without incurring any additional cost, but because some of it is being utilized by the rental unit, a portion of it can be taken as a tax deduction. And three, with internet costing at least $60 a month, this is a great deal for the tenant too. It's convenient and will save him or her a few bucks every month. Still, we like to be conservative, so we'll underwrite a $60 monthly expense for the studio's utilities, as well as 8% for maintenance and CapEx reserves. That's on the high end for such a small unit in such good shape, but we'll leave it. And we're also accounting for $100 monthly for landscaping or other ongoing services and 5% of collected rent for vacancy over the long term. This creates a monthly out-of-pocket cost of $2,411, of which $1,172 comes back to my clients in the form of principal paydown. This creates a rent equivalent of $1,239. That's the $1,239 that, like rent, leaves my client's wallet and never returns. Now, let's take a quick moment to appreciate that median rent for the little studio apartment is $1,500, and my clients will be paying a rent equivalent of $1,239 to live in the house. They're effectively paying less to live in the house than their tenant will be paying to live in the studio apartment. This is why house hacking is a no-brainer. Additionally, estimating an annual property value appreciation rate of 4%, my clients will be realizing about $2,800 of appreciation gains each month. I'm putting a link up top to my video explaining why underwriting a 4% appreciation rate is conservative for Los Angeles. Now, as discussed before, appreciation is not guaranteed, is not linear, nor is realized until you sell or refinance the property. Still, in the back of their minds, my clients can consider their net worth increasing over $1,500 per month, despite the out-of-pocket cost, because they bought this house hack. Let's look at our projections. First, on the left here, you have our assumptions. I'm putting another link up top to my video that explains why these are safe assumptions for the Los Angeles market. The first thing to note is that my clients could move out in cash flow anytime after completing the garage renovation. This model accounts for the renovation being completed. My clients can also refinance as soon as the renovation is completed because of the equity it adds to the property. This would eliminate their mortgage insurance, further juicing the cash flow. I'm projecting that my clients will live in the home for 7 years, even though they have the flexibility to move out earlier and still cash flow, or stay longer because they'll have a large home in a great neighborhood. During their 7 years in the home, their net out-of-pocket will decrease from over $2,400 per month to just under $2,300 per month. This decrease occurs because of the rental growth over this period. More importantly, their equity gains from principal paydown and natural appreciation will grow from just over $4,000 per month to just over $5,000 per month. There are two reasons for this growth. Firstly, the principal paydown portion of a mortgage payment increases a little bit each month. And secondly, appreciation is compounding, so its effect snowballs over the years. And finally, in year 8, after my clients move out, they can expect almost $1,500 per month in cash flow from the property. And that's with property management in place to take care of everything. It'll be a truly passive income stream. And my clients have options beyond that. They can continue to self-manage for an additional $325 per month in income. Hopping over to the annual tab, we see that they should have almost $600,000 in equity in the property at the end of year 7. My clients could sell and reap that equity in proceeds. Or they could do a cash out refinance to access most of that equity while still holding on to the property. This would reduce the cash flow, but it would give my clients significant capital to put toward a new investment or a dream home while keeping this property. Because of today's smart purchase, options abound down the road. If you're interested in buying a home in the Los Angeles area that's also an amazing investment, please reach out to me through my website, investmentpropertynerd.com. This was a stellar house hack, and I'm so excited for my clients who, as I record, are busy cleaning up the walls of the house and preparing the ADU for a tenant. The LA market's tough, but if you're smart about it, you can use that to your advantage and come out way ahead. I'd love to help. Please subscribe for more videos like this one, as well as my weekly real estate market update for Los Angeles County. I'm Jon Schwartz, and this is Investment Property Nerd.